gave them their happiness.
In the world of film where light and shadow intertwine, lighting is not only an important technical means to create a visual atmosphere, but also a deeply expressive visual language. In 2007, the British film Atonement, directed by Joe Wright, became one of the most representative art films of the early 21st century with its exquisite visual style, layered narrative structure, and delicate character portrayal. The story of the film spans from the late 1930s to the war period, revolving around a tragedy caused by misunderstandings and lies, exploring the boundaries between memory, redemption, and reality, and fiction. The overall style of Atonement is elegant and calm, with a strong literary and lyrical temperament. The lighting design that runs through the entire film has become an important tool for the director to tell the story, depict the character's inner world, and construct temporal layers. Lighting can serve as a visual tool to distinguish between time periods and the development of a story. The overall style of lighting varies in different narrative stages of the film. Early stage, idealized lighting of childhood fantasy and rural aesthetics. At Talus's house, natural daylight is often used to simulate daytime scenes, with soft light entering the room through curtains, tree shade, creating a subtle and peaceful atmosphere. The color temperature is warm but not excessively saturated. The contrast is low. The transition between light and dark is gentle. The distribution of light and shadow is uniform, highlighting the realism of the scene and the flow of time. In indoor spaces such as kitchens, living rooms, and corridors, this film often uses full or diffuse reflection light to create visual balance and stability. This part of the lighting not only creates a poetic English pastoral style, but also showcases Bryony's idealized life, filled with romance and fantasy during her childhood. At the same time, under the dreamlike golden light, the audience can faintly feel the hidden crisis in this unreal beauty. This also laid the groundwork for the subsequent tragic plot development of the movie. Intermediate stage. Strong contrast between war and reality under cold light. As the story enters the war phase, the lighting in the picture suddenly changes. In the long shot of Robbie walking on Dunkirk beach, the main colors change to blue and gray-white. Natural light is weak, and there are almost no obvious direct light sources in the environment. The cool-toned, low-brightness lighting creates a oppressive, chaotic, and disordered atmosphere, which contrasts strongly with the warm light in the first half of the film. The change in light not only reflects the transformation of the historical background, but also reflects Robbie's psychological state. His ideals have been completely shattered, and he has become a sacrificial lamb of the times. This part almost entirely relies on natural light and ambient light in smoke and dust, blending reality and absurdity together to enhance the audience's immersion. In this movie, the psychological light and shadow of Bryony's redemption process serve as the best example to illustrate the relationship between lighting and character development. Bryony works in a hospital as an adult, and her life is composed of discipline and silence. The lighting in the hospital is cold and restrained, with a large number of cold white lights on the ceiling and natural light shining through the windows, creating a winter weaving effect. The faces of the characters are often in shadow, making the space appear narrow and oppressive. The strong contrast between light and dark, created by this localized lighting, not only reproduces the authenticity of the space, but also reflects Bryony's inner guilt and loneliness. She kept trying to get closer to the light source, writing letters, reminiscing, but could never escape the shadow. This is a visual metaphor in her process of spiritual redemption. Not only during the redemption stage, the film often uses side lighting to outline Bryony's face, highlighting her inner complexity, entanglement, and mystery, but also implying the theme of the film's interweaving of reality and virtuality. In short, the movie Atonement vividly depicts the interweaving of reality and fantasy through rich variations in light, shadow, and color temperature, and contrasting lighting styles. Light not only reveals the contrast between reality and illusion, but also constructs the theme of redemption.